problems in corporate America, we promote you. And when you get promoted, you don't deal with problems anymore. You deal with what I call predicaments. Predicaments are the imponderables, the dilemmas of corporate life. David Aldrich referred to them as the paradoxes that surround much of the work we do. It's not an either-or situation, it's both and. We have to be local, we have to be global. We have to have equity, we have equanimity. That's another word up there. Predicaments are terrible. There's no answer, regardless of what the consultants tell us. So, my company, we just merged. We got acquired, actually, for the first time. So we're now an acquired company. We're now owned by a British energy company. So our executives are dealing with, so how do we be a U.S. company now that's owned and has headquarters in London? We have to reduce costs and improve productivity. We have to get rid of employees and yet improve morale. We have to do more with less. You know? And we know we have to increase the numbers of females and minorities in senior management without pissing off the white males, which dominate our corporate culture. You understand that in taking action in any one of those items, you're going to negatively affect these other things. Once we start cutting people from the payroll, that negatively affects morale. So there's no one answer. Executives do not like dealing with predicaments. Why? They ain't good at it. What they're good at is this. That's why we promoted them. And they don't want to deal with this. What they want to do is they want to micromanage you. They want to do your job. Because that's what they're good at. Because when you go home dealing with predicaments, unlike dealing with problems, you don't feel good at all. You feel anxious. You feel uncertain. You feel vulnerable. Your butt is hanging out there and nothing you can do can fix it. When you go to dinner, you're a bit pissed off and edgy. You probably drink too much and smack your kids a bit too hard. When you go to sleep, you don't sleep. You stay awake. And when you wake up the next morning, you don't look forward to going back to work. Because there's nothing you can do there that's going to solve it. You don't get answers to predicaments. The most you get is movement. And it's not even a clean movement. It's a haltering movement. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's a good day. Bad day is 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And this is the realm of executives. This is what they're supposed to be dealing with. And they're not good at it and they don't like it. Since there's no answers here, what is it that helps us to make some movement? If you can get the question right, if you can get focused on the right question, that is sufficient enough to help you make some movement. Most of the work I do with my executives is help them get focused on the right question. Most of their questions are too small, too self-serving, too myopic. Like, how do we increase profits? It's too small of a question. How do we reduce overtime? It's too small of a question. We need big, engaging questions. Those are the right questions. The theological term for predicament, which is why I know something about this conversation, is mystery. The natural resolution of problems, solutions. The natural resolution of predicaments, movement. The natural resolution of mystery, awe. Like Moses before the burning bush. What the hell's going on? So a few months ago, a woman stops by my office to share with me that her young daughter has leukemia. Ooh. Let me open my file cabinet to L for leukemia and fix this. You ain't fixing anything. You've just been pulled into the domain of mystery. Now, I used to think mystery took place in the monastery. No. Mystery gets played out in the marketplace. This is where good and evil get played out, as Enron so glowingly reminds us. This is where life and death take place, both of corporations as well as individuals. You know how many people die in the workplace? Look, it's where we spend most of our time. This is where meaning and purpose and those conversations take place. It's here. When doctors graduate from medical school, they are told that 50% of what they learned is wrong. We just don't know which 50% it is. Because when you're dealing with people, see, it's not a mathematical formula, it's not an engineering structure. It's this realm. Picasso said computers are useless because all they can do is solve problems. Right? So what he's talking about is the computers are up here. This is the realm of first-line management, supervision, ordinary citizens. This is the realm of executives, or paid political envoys. This is the realm of artists, poets, theologians, leaders. Here's some other interesting dynamics. My experience is the newer you are to your organization, the more you're dealing with this. The more senior you are in your organization, you're dealing with this. The closer you are to your teenage years, you deal with this. If you're able to survive that, this is what you get thrown at. This is the more perplexing stuff. So this model, it's a way of looking at things. This model just kind of begs the question. So if you were able to try to translate this to a New York City Fortune 500 company and play it out there, what might it look like? And I thought that might be an interesting topic of conversation this afternoon. So that's what I'd like to do, is kind of translate this into what this could look like in a business setting. In the past, I used to decide what I talked about, but I'm getting old, and I no longer have the energy to decide that. Likewise, it's not always clear to me what it is the community needs to hear from me. So now I no longer decide what I talk about. I let you decide. And I do that for two reasons. First, the business world has taught me that people support what they help create. And to the degree that the community gets involved in what's taking place, the likelihood of it being more meaningful and impactful increases. The second reason why I let you decide what I'm going to talk about is if this program bombs, I can blame you. The Catholic Church taught me that. So if you look around the room, there are actually some pictures that are on the walls. You see them? And there is a story around that picture that I will share with you. But what I need one brave person to do is to stand up, go take one of the pictures and bring it up here, and I will tell you that story.